Welcome to the SEO.co Search Engine Optimization Podcast. Digital marketing essentials and next-level tactics. From off-site and on-site optimization to persuasive selling and everything in between. You'll learn actionable tips on what it takes to outright and outrank your competition.
MODX versus WordPress. Which is the best CMS? Whether you're planning on starting a blog or building a website, choosing the right content management system CMS is vital. CMSs have evolved over the years, so making the right selection if you're new to the field can be challenging. This is because there are so many factors to consider, ranging from the target audience of the CMS and the cost. Two well-known CMS platforms are WordPress and MODX. WordPress versus MODX has always been a popular topic of discussion in recent years among website developers and entrepreneurs. The question remains, which CMS reigns supreme? This guide will cover all the facts and compare MODX and WordPress so you can ultimately make the right choice for your business. Founded in 2003, WordPress is one of the most popular CMS platforms in the world. In fact, WordPress powers nearly 40% of the entire Internet. This means there's a great chance that your competitors are even using WordPress for their website management. That doesn't include some of the most well-known publications in the world, such as Fortune, The New York Times, and even Time magazine that use WordPress for their content management. In the early days of the Internet, creating a website required excellent expertise in development and coding. WordPress ushered a new wave of innovation, in which a website could be constructed by a template or theme. And, the cost of WordPress was much less expensive when custom coding was unneeded. The theme bases the design of the entire website, and users can choose between thousands of free and premium options. Once the theme is selected, the user can build individual pages to complete their website. WordPress offers newbies a low barrier of entry into creating the perfect blog or website. It's also an open-source platform, meaning that experienced developers can edit the code to create a customizable website for their brand. What is MODX? MODX was released in 2004, and is also an open-source CMS like WordPress. MODX was created for the same reason as WordPress. The tool provides website developers with a simple and straightforward method of creating websites and blogs. MODX has been used for nearly 2 decades, mainly due to its user-friendliness. MODX is also search-friendly and functional for a wide variety of purposes. Similar to the battle between iOS and Android, developers have long pitted WordPress versus MODX together for years. WordPress has quickly gone on to become one of the most recognizable brands in the world, but veteran developers also know about MODX all too well. While the platforms are similar in a lot of ways, there are some key differences. One of these differences is the target audience for both platforms. Below, you'll find out which types of people WordPress and MODX target. This way, you can move a step closer to selecting the best product to create your website or blog. Who is WordPress for? WordPress is aimed for all kinds of website developers. Entrepreneurs who want to try their hand at building their own blog or website will find that WordPress offers a quick path of launching their creations. Amateur developers will appreciate that WordPress is entirely search-friendly, meaning that their websites will rank well on search engines like Google and Bing. Finally, veteran developers will love that they can edit the CSS and HTML of their websites. This will allow them to create custom websites for their clients. WordPress is a dynamic CMS that will allow you to create any type of website you want. By using the thousands of plugins on their marketplace, you can style your website to your standards and improve its functionality. At last, WordPress hosts one of the most tight-knit communities on the Internet. Home to millions of users and moderators, you can submit any question you'd like on the forums and receive a prompt answer in regards to bugs, scripting dilemmas, and design inspiration. All of these features make WordPress the most versatile CMS on the market. However, it's definitely not perfect. If you aren't tech-savvy or willing to pour in the time and effort to create your website, then you're better off choosing another platform. While WordPress is simple to use, it's not a complete cakewalk to develop the website of your dreams. Who is MODX for? MODX is also a very popular CMS that's similar in a lot of ways to WordPress. However, MODX isn't as versatile as its main competitor. The platform was mainly designed for developers in the early 2000s. While the platform has improved its user-friendliness, it still has a steep learning curve compared to WordPress. This is evident by the world's top organizations and even local bloggers who use the platform. On the other hand, MODX is the perfect tool for novice developers who want the freedom to design their websites the way they choose. This doesn't mean that anyone can't create a website on MODX. It does mean that if you aren't willing to devote the time and resources to invest into a MODX website development project, then you'd save more money and time using WordPress instead. Like WordPress, MODX is an excellent solution for veteran website developers. It's also an open-source CMS with a vibrant community. There is no limit to the type of website you can construct with MODX. If you have the bandwidth to tackle your own website development project, there's not many features separating WordPress and MODX. How much does WordPress cost? Before we get into this section, it's important to highlight that WordPress is not a free CMS. Granted, it's possible that you don't have to pay anything to build and launch your website. However, if you need a website or blog for professional purposes, you might want to pay the monthly or annual rate plans instead of having a free WordPress.com subdomain attached to your website. In any case, WordPress offers a bunch of pricing plans at a monthly or annual rate. These plans start at $4 per month, and the most expensive package is an e-commerce option at $45 per month. These figures are more expensive if you want to commit on a monthly basis, but the changes aren't very significant. The important thing to mention here is that the costs for managing your WordPress website goes beyond these prices. You'll still need to pay for hosting, plugins, and a premium theme if you want to develop a stellar, professional website. You'll also need to hire a qualified website development agency if you want to create a custom site.
Thank you for joining us on the SEO.co podcast. We appreciate your time. Be sure to rate, review, and subscribe to the show, and visit SEO.co for more resources based on today's topic, as well as access to more podcast episodes to help you improve your site's long-term SEO success.